I remember back in 2010 being a college student, feeling like I don't know anything about anything. But I just vividly remember I had people who chose me.
There were some men on campus that were 2-3 years older that reached down and grabbed into my life and brought me into their world.
You know, it just takes one person that believes in you to help you shape you through your life and to instill those things in your life to help you grow.
The person who was the one for me on campus was Mackenzie Rodden. Despite her being 4 or 5 years older than me, she kind of just took me under her wing, and she was just able to show me that God is faithful and God continues to work in your life. And she invited me and kept showing up for me.
We had a guy last year, Keaton Schultz. He's always kind of been like a leader role in Athletes United, but just seeing him grow as a leader, help bring people along, that's someone who I could go to every time I had a question.
I remember I was working out one day and I finished workouts and Keaton was in the locker room, and it was the first time I ever talked to him, and he, like, one of the first things he ever said was like it was an invitation to come to the Bible study.
Madison and Emery Garcia, they're like my mentors, but I spent a lot of time with Emery. He's also my basketball trainer, and so oftentimes we would go train, but instead we just have like these in-depth conversations about the Lord and like things that he's been through as he was growing up, and like things that I can study in my walk.
Guys like Jonathan McGill from last year's team, so with him, being that someone that I knew that I kind of admire his relationship with God, because I understand how devoted he is, and now I want to be able to get to that level myself to where I can now reach back and help the next person.
Well, I think when you talk about one person we've seen, like Keaton, you've seen, a lot of our athletes start to attend, whether it be Athletes United meetings, and it kind of continue to catch on, kind of be a contagious, inviting atmosphere, so that now where you see a few guys talk about being at or going to programming, where then you start to see pictures where there's multiple individuals, there's multiple guys on our team that are taking advantage of that opportunity. And I think it starts with that one individual.
The power of one individual picking me, loving on me, helping me understand what it looked like to be a man of God.
I think my biggest step is my mentorship of Wayne. He's helped me out a lot, just growing my faith, and the trust I have in him is amazing. I would have never, God had put me at SMU for that mentorship, and I can't thank God enough, I can't thank Wayne enough for being there for me.
What Keaton and Wayne have done for me, I want to be that one person for somebody in the future. It makes me want to really reach out, because I know how much it meant to me, and I know how much it can mean for someone that's going to be in my shoes.
I think the health of an organization depends on both the staff and the players, and so I think that's what's so great about what we have here with Athletes United, and that we love on and minister to our coaching staff and spouses, but also to our players, whether it be spiritual or just someone else to come alongside them in good and bad times.
Yeah, I think a huge impact on our players that they get involved in Athletes United. Like I said, I think it's a game changer off the field. Scoring touchdowns and winning games is fun, but I think that comes second to Jesus Christ, right?
What Stacy brings is like combining those two, not just having an outlet with just sports, but having an outlet with your relationship with Christ. And we have really strong foundations, all of our kids, and to be able to build off of that, even when things aren't going right with sports, when they are going right with sports, but staying level-headed with the Lord.
I'm just really grateful for Athletes United and Wayne and Stacy and everyone there who kind of just guided me. I didn't really have anyone like that who was just so open about faith and so easy to talk to it about.
I know my calling is bigger than basketball. I'm not just a basketball player, but I always want to make sure my faith journey is broadcasted on every platform. And I hope that one day people realize that's all because of her faith. Everything that's happened for her and to her is because of her faith.
I want that for every college student. I want that for every single college student on this campus, and that's why I love Athletes United, because that's the proposition. That is the opportunity. It's the opportunity for the Wayne and Stacy's and board members and everybody supporting, because everybody's a part of this, even if you're not on campus. It's these opportunities at the Mustang rallies for these students to find people who are going to choose them, people who are going to love me for who I am, people who are going to push me forward, but not just grow me as a college student, but as a man of God.
This directly impacts a life. In most cases, exponentially multiple lives. And so you never know when that dollar, that $1,000, that $20,000, that $100,000 may change one life, which may end up multiplying and changing many lives. And so it's going to a ministry that invests in people, and life's about people and life's about relationships. And ultimately, I believe life's about everyone finding a relationship with Jesus Christ. And that's what the investment in Athletes United will do.